I is for insecurity that all of us felt at some point in our lives. Maybe we have body image insecurity in spite of God saying that we are made in His image and we are wonderfully made. Maybe we have basic need insecurity, although God says He will supply all our needs, not our wants, all our needs. We might feel ugly or stupid or boring. We just want to stay home, not to go anywhere because we feel we have nothing to offer. Psychologists describe insecurity as a feeling of inadequacy, lack of self-confidence, and inability to cope, accompanied by general uncertainty and anxiety about one's goals, abilities, or relationships with others. Various things could contribute to our insecurities: our childhood, past traumas, recent experiences, failure, rejection, social anxiety, negative beliefs about ourselves, having a critical parent or a partner, and so on. But because of time constraint, I will look deeper only into insecurities that are very prevalent today. First one is social insecurity. We feel we are not interesting and we are afraid that others will judge us. We lack self-confidence and we might have social anxiety. Often it starts in our schools where we're excluded from certain groups or we were bullied. We might have had critical parents, that we were never good enough. And this kind of insecurity often has to do with distorted self-worth. Even in the Bible we read in 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 9, it says, "But you are chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's own people, in order that you may proclaim the excellence of Him who called you out of darkness into His marvelous light." So let us remind ourselves that we are God's own people, His chosen people, so we would stop being critical of ourselves. Because psychologists say similarly, talk to yourself and remind the reasons why you are worthy, why you are interesting and fun to be around. Set yourself realistic goals. Maybe speak with one person or two. Prepare in advance, maybe to ask specific questions to relieve yourself from insecurities. The second insecurity is performance insecurity, which is based on past negative events. We might feel upset or angry or rejected as things did not happen the way we planned or wanted to happen. Albert Einstein said, "A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new." So do not be afraid to try something new in spite of your past experience. The contemporary of Albert Einstein, Milton Hershey, knew this well. Even Hershey has closed a successful candy business that he worked on for 5 years. He persevered and he tried new things. And although Hershey died in 1945, in 2020, Hershey Corporation is still #5 candy producer in the whole world, as that's what candy industry declared as they ranked the companies. So if we need some kind of reminder, maybe we should keep Hershey candy around, but this is not the commercial for Hershey, and I'm not getting paid for it. But whatever reminders we need, let us have it with us that we can persevere because God is with us. If we need to try different strategies, let's do it when and if they need it. We must persevere and keep moving toward our goals. Our past should be an inspiration to move forwards instead of stopping us. And we can do it if we lean on Jesus and not on ourselves. James 1 verses 5 to 6 says, "If any of you is lacking wisdom, ask God, who gives to all generously and ungrudgingly, and it will be given to you. But ask in faith, never doubting, for the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, driven and tossed by the wind. Wavering, insecurities are often caused by perfectionism, as we are not satisfied. We want to have a better body, a nicer face, the best job, a perfect child. We want to show others how perfect our life is. But is it? No one has a perfect life. Because life is messy and it will be messy. So let's accept things will not turn out the way we want or maybe even we plan. Instead of seeking to get a perfect plan, let us focus on the positives. Let us look around to find things what we can be thankful for. Let us accept our limitations and use our strengths to overcome all insecurities. As Romans 12 verse 2 says, do not be conformed to this age, but be transformed by the renewing of the mind, so that you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. If we accept God's will and plan for us, then our insecurities one by one will leave us, as we are connected to the perfect God who will walk with me and you, who will be with us, who will never leave us, who will never forsake us. As Deuteronomy 31 verse 6 says, be strong and courageous. Do not fear or be in dread of them, for it is the Lord your God who goes with you. He will not leave you nor forsake you. And knowing this, we can leave all insecurities behind.